Okay, happy happy Monday, everyone. Give me a thumbs up in the chat if you can hear me. I also bet that you're going to go live. Yep. What's up, Trev? So I've had 2 trades today so far. Okay, I'm up 3 grand on my accounts. I haven't traded that the competition-based account, but make sure to go and check out GoChamp. Okay, so over here, make sure to go check them out. I need to still enter, I think, but yeah, the link is over here. Let's go like that. Copy. And new week, new prizes up for grabs, right? But on my prop firm accounts I'm trading at the moment, I am green as we speak. So going pretty nicely. Okay, so they haven't reset this. This is from last week. So they haven't reset it. But yeah, make sure to go check out GoChamp. It is over here, right? I think that join. Yeah, okay, cool. We'll sort that out. Perfect. March 9th. Okay, cool. So mine hasn't actually, yeah, it hasn't rolled over yet. But go check it out. The link is in my bio. I missed the second long. Yeah, so I took 2 longs over here. First one like that. And I took this live on both of these live on streams. So I took the first long over here. Okay. Bum, bum, bum. And the second long over here. Okay, like this. Let's go like that. Just want to make sure I get it in the chat. You guys can check out these two. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. You can speak about it. Cool. So first long over here, just targeting. We're trading above the overnight VWAP. We got a support level here at 24,350, and I'm looking to target the highs. Okay. Unfortunately, I get popped back down. We're quite an aggressive sell off back down, and then I get long again, targeting the highs again. So really, really good risk management, and just staying focused on executing my trades. You guys know I'm a big believer on just taking it one day at a time. Okay, one day at a time, and yeah, okay. Perfect. We'll let the guys know in the chat over there. Perfect. Is any other trade opportunities you're looking at? At the moment, let's pull up the chart. As I said, make sure to go check out GoChamp for their competition-based accounts. We'll actually go over here again. So sponsored by the CME, and you can earn bucks there as well. But I'm green on my account so far, 3 grand. Let's go to my year-to-date performance. So far, it has been pretty good. I've got an FTMO payout coming as well. So that's been pretty solid. But my year-to-date performance has been pretty good, I would say. You know, up almost, call it 39 grand. And I did just take another payout today. I'll take it off the stream here. But please make sure that you go check out my recent YouTube video. If you guys aren't subscribed, make sure to go check out my recent YouTube video. The link is over here on how I actually managed to take those payouts as well. So I did just take it over there, boom, 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 like this. Okay, let's go like that. And I walked through my month of February, okay, for you guys. So make sure to go check that out. I think there's some good data in there that I went over that you guys can go check out. So make sure to go watch that. Cool. Let's go like this. Let's go like that. And yeah, you can see a pretty solid March so far. I'm going along really, really nicely. But yeah, I think if you want to continue looking for longs right now. We're trading above VWAP, above the opening range high. And I think that those 2 trades on the NASDAQ that I took replicate what I do well. You guys have asked for what my best trades look like. My best trades come above the orb high, or coming off the above VWAPs looking for longs. You can see we're coming off of a support zone above VWAPs looking for long. Second trade as well, above VWAP looking for longs. So I think right now it's kind of tough to fight trend at the moment. So I don't think you want to be doing that. In terms of other opportunities, we'll have a look. We'll have a look. And see what actually presents during the session, right? How's your day been? How's your day been, Trev? Hi, James. I saw your vids on Insta. How much is it to join the Discord community? The Discord's free. You can join our Discord for free. And then we do have our live streams that we stream live every single day, and that you can get a free month there as well. And if you want to continue to $100 a month to continue our live streams at the open, I'm going to be our stream in the evenings just after this time. So the Discord is free, but you can get our live room as well for a free month, and then from there it's $100 a month, and everything that you need to know about me here as well. Prop firms, brokers, everything like that. Trade copiers that I use. Well, I got break even for $60 on the first long sum flat. Okay, nice. What? Yeah, put your markups in the chat. I'll put these markups in the chat, my longs, so you guys can actually maybe study them if you want, and have a look at, see what I was looking at. So I'll put the first one there, and I'll put the second one here. That's good that you see my Instagram videos. I appreciate the follow. But yeah, that's been my day so far. Let's have a look. So bit of a mixed bias over here, guys. Bit of a mixed bias. Okay. Bit of a mixed bias on the data. So it has been a little bit trickier to trade. I must say that the market has been a little bit more difficult to trade more recently. The swings, also the VIX is trading quite aggressively right now, above 25. Perfect. So yeah, yeah, perfect. So yeah, as I said, I got that payout coming, and just going to stay focused on just trading one good day at a time. What's up? Good evening. Yes, sir. The candles moved so quick on the second long, so couldn't get a good price. Agreed. It has been pretty tricky to find good entries on those candles when you're having like 100.1 minute bars. I agree with that. It has been pretty tricky, so I can't blame you when it comes to that. I can't blame you. What are you trading futures? Are you trading futures, Trev, or CFDs? Yeah. Now only trade. Yeah. So in terms of trades right now, I mean, the longs obviously are set up. YM's now moving above the orb high, but it's going to be a little bit of a tricky one to kind of fade that move. ES is moving higher as well. So I think it's going to be a little bit more of a trickier move. As I said, make sure you go check GoChamp out for their competition-based accounts that you can win prizes, and it's completely free to use as well. So make sure to go check that out. But I think in terms of trades at this minute, we are trading a little bit higher up. Now, obviously, I've been trying to punt on those free competition-based accounts, but I do want to just show you what good risk management looks like. And if there's no trades during the session, well, then there's no trades. So, yeah. Yeah, and I did pass another FTMO one step today too. So I've got 2 funded accounts with them, 2 100Ks, and I'm going for max funding with them. So that's my plan. I've got 2 100Ks funded, now I've got 100K in verification and 100K in phase 1 still. So that's where I'm at the moment on the prop firm side of things. Yep. So I actually did actually pass that. Let's go like that. Evaluation process, and I can get that up too. So we're a bit hard to be looking for longs right now, personally. So I won't be looking for that. Let's go like this. I would like to see us return to orb high opening range. It seems like you risk a lot per trade. Is this true? No, not really. I had 3 accounts to make 3 grand. So it's like I made $1,000 per account. On the challenges, I am more aggressive, but no, I don't risk a lot per account. I would say on my funded, I risk about $1,000. On the challenge, I risk between $1,000 and $2,000 per trade. So because I am trading with a lot of capital with the FTMO, it's it can seem like a lot, but yeah, it's not really, because I get 10K of static drawdown, right? If that makes sense, per account. So again, we're going to have another whole week of live trading here, going over my trades that I've taken for the day. Okay. So here is the actual challenge that I passed today. Passed this one. So let's copy that. Can actually go like this, and I'll save that. So nice FTMO challenge that I did pass today, and I'll always take that, right? Trying to add to the plan, add to my funding, and go from there. Let's go like this. Perfect. Cool. So we'll paste that in there too. Cool. So right now, where we're asking, I do agree with you, Trevor. Would like to see it come back to opening range high. The only thing is I wouldn't short that because price has been moving up all day. So it is a bit more of a trickier trade. Okay. I do want to go like this. Let's go like that. Would you look? Yeah. So yeah. Is there a monthly competition in Go? Yeah, in GoChamp, there is a monthly competition, actually weekly. So you can go check that out. Weekly competition. It's free. So make sure to go check it out. 100%. 100%. Cool. So I would see that. But it would be fading the VWAPs and everything like that. So that's why I'm not a big proponent of that. I just joined you today. Do you use price action with footprints? No, I use price action with data from H4, but I use price action on the opening range with VWAPs. That's kind of what I use my side. Okay. So no footprint charts for me. That's more Ungard does that type of stuff. And he's streaming live at the open. Ungard, if you're listening in the background, you are streaming live at the open, correct? So yeah, they are. So I could see a move back towards the opening range high, but personally, that would not be like my ideal play. I think I've done a good amount of. I had some good trades there on the Nasdaq, both winners, both longs. So that's going to be my play right now. Is just going to be continuing to keep taking good reads of the market, and I think that would be a little bit more of a trickier read, Trev. To short it back against these highs. I could see it coming back over. Interestingly enough, the gap fill price is at. No, let's go like this. Let's delete that. The gap fill price is at. Let's just save this indicator template. The gap fill price is at. Like this, gap fill 2.0. Is at 742 on ES, so we haven't reached it yet. So it could be playing that gap, or could be still wanting to move higher, right? Could still be wanting to move higher. Any questions in the chat right now, guys? I think also a big thing about trading is just knowing when to actually sit on your hands. You don't need to be in every single move, you know? You don't need to be in every single move. Jeez, been sitting down for the last 3 hours. So I could see, as I said, I could see it rolling over. I'm just not a fan of that move personally. Let's have a look. Is it worth buying a challenge account like 5K and getting them to fund? I'm starting with no capital, so I can afford like one for now, hoping to step soon. Yeah, I mean, you got to trade with what you can afford to do, right? Agreed, trade. It's not to trade your short. It's a tougher trade, bro. Definitely is a tougher trade to fade it. I could see it coming back down, but it definitely would be a tougher trade. And again, as I said, like you don't need to be in every single trade to make money consistently in this game. Okay? You don't. So how do you read this chart? So yes, how I read it today, well, let's go to NQ because that's the actual one that I took the longs on. How I read this was we gapped down overnight, but we're trading above the overnight VWAP, which is this black line of here. I like using the overnight VWAP or start of day VWAP. And then we were above the New York session open VWAP, and we made another high low. We're coming off a support zone here. I like the longs. I took a first long there on that little pop. I got 80 points. And again, on this long here, I got back up to the opening range high. So because price action was still making high lows, above the overnight VWAP, I like the longs, and we held the opening range low as well. So that was my read of the market. Now, where we're at right now, it's a little bit too of a higher bar price. On NASDAQ, we've actually taken that gap fill price. Yep, we've actually just reached the gap fill. So it's going to be a lot more interesting trading day for sure. And the price to be buying it, it's a little bit more tricky, in my opinion. But again, make sure to go check out GoChamp. They're free competition-based accounts. So, yeah. Cool. You can see, look here, it does want to roll over a little bit, I must say, like, but it's not my trade. So sitting on your hands, not a bad idea. But yeah, as I said, like my trades today, just simple playing the opening range breakout on the NASDAQ. Opening range comes off the lows. Okay. And we're playing that price. Overnight's making high lows, and I'm continuing to play that price. Look how we hold opening range low and that level above overnight as well, and we continue playing that price. That's as simple as it gets. And trading in trend, right? At one point, yeah, the DAX was actually down like 3%, 3.5% from Friday. So we are seeing some massive moves. You've got to be careful. The VIX is also trading above, well, it was above 25. It's trading at 24. We haven't seen these levels, okay, since last year, April, during the Trump tariffs. So be careful of this. Price can be very, very aggressive. You have to go with wider stops, in my opinion. You just have to, okay? You have to go with wider stops when it's playing like this. Yeah, if we return to opening sharp, look for long. Yeah, perfect. 100% agreed. How was the month's trading been so far? Jordy, what's up, bro? Yeah, it's been really solid. It's been a solid month, brother. Been a solid year, actually. Year to date, I'm up 39 grand. I was traveling the whole of February, so SARS down, only traded one of my accounts, and then this month has been pretty good. Only one red day, I'm up 16 grand. So Feb, I traded only one of my funded accounts. This month back to full size. So it's been a solid month. How's things been your side? How's things been your side, brother? Good to actually see you again. So I had that Wednesday was actually a stupid trade. I tried to fade the view apps and everything. So a little bit of a dumb trade there, but yeah. So yeah, that's been my month. How's everything been your side? How many contracts would you recommend starting with on a new funded account? So Reese, I trade CFDs. Okay, so I go based on percentage-based risk or dollar-based risk, right? Not really contract sizing. For the futures contract sizing, I would say if you're trading 150K account on futures, I'd say nothing more than you don't need more than 10 macros on the Nasdaq or ES. Personally, you can maybe push that to 15, but from a CFD perspective, I'll go on percentage-based risk. Beautiful Zella dashboard there. Good to be back. Finally got some more time behind streaming and trading desk again. Brilliant. Nice, bro. Trading while solid. Thanks, brother. For trading file right now. Okay, now so you're trading. You're trading some evals. Okay. With Tradify, you got onto the futures. Nice. Yeah, I've still only been trading. I've still only been trading this with my own cash account and with FTMO. So that's where my focus is right now. I actually got on the scaling plan on FTMO. So that's where my focus has just been at least at this minute. So yeah. Cool. So I'm not really looking to take a trade here at this point in time, I must say. It's a bit too high for me to be buying. There you go. So gap fill probably on ES going to be filled now too. That's probably where I was fine for that level. Keep pushing FTMO also maxed. FTMO, I'm going for max. I got 200K with them and I've got a scaling plan on one of the accounts. So yeah. So yeah, got a scaling on one FTMO and I've got 200K in funding, 100K. So I'm going for max with the FTMO. So that's my goal right now personally. is max funding with them. Yeah. So wow, we are really taking off here. See why you don't want to short back down to the highs. Why I'm now coming off its opening range high as well. Oil's up. Oil actually having a massive retracement at the moment. Gold being very, very choppy at the minute. But yeah, why I'm looking really, really good. Yeah, thanks, Jordy. Yeah, one day at a time, bro. One day at a time. And I've got a payout coming with FTMO right now. Should be coming by the end of today. Nice. Yeah, those longs on the Nasdaq were really, really nice. I got the 2 longs here today. The first one over here. Second one over there. So first long, off opening range low and overnight VWAP. Second long, middle of the range to the top of the range. So those are my 2 longs here today. I got 80 points and 100 points. Yeah, no, it's been a great day to be a bull, for sure. Yeah, and payouts are always nice. Yeah, payouts are always nice. 100%. As I say, go check out the GoChamp. They're also, Jordy, they're also running these free competitions where you can win cash prizes. So maybe for the guys in your community as well, they want to go check it out. It's always good to, when you can get free stuff like that. So make sure to go check that out as well. But yeah, my day been pretty simple. Now on the macro side of things, we do have CPR this Wednesday. So let's keep that in mind. So yeah, keep that in mind. We have CPR Wednesday. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's free. So the guys, especially for the new guys that are maybe wanting to get into futures as well. When it's if you can retrace to look for longs, yeah. That's what we did say. It hasn't been once you get afternoon movement like this, it's tough to find longs for me at least. I like to be buying as close to that New York session VWAP as possible. So when you are buying longs up at this level, we are already now, it's 178 points from VWAP. I want to be buying as close to that New York session VWAP as possible. I don't really like buying when we are extended, if that makes sense, Trev. So like when you are already, 140 points, see what I was buying it off of that, as I was buying right at that VWAP, so yeah. That's the only thing I would say with that specific trade. But we are live here every single week. Okay, I took those Nasdaq trades live on my YouTube channel, so make sure you are subbed. If you are watching on Twitter, also, there's live on Twitter too, so I took them there. You guys can always check it out, and then I do these kind of like recap streams and with GoChamp later on in the day too. Yeah, I think it was a good level to tap opening range because yeah, exactly. The only thing is we'll need a deeper pullback, and then I don't know how long that will take until the rest of the day. But obviously, we've been seeing massive swings on the market. So, yeah. So I'm interesting. Nasdaq's green on the day, but YM and ES are still down. So YM and ES have been lagging a bit. Yeah, Trev. So what's one thing you guys have been struggling with in the chat? Trev, what's one thing you've been struggling your side? Which things use I open, close, etc. So you can have a look. I use the overnight. Let's go to yes. I use the overnight VWAP. Okay. So that would be VWAP auto anchored in the settings. Yeah. High, low, close +3. Okay. But I use, as I said, I just use it's the indicator with TradingView, VWAP auto anchored. And then the one with, and then I got the New York session open VWAP as well. So yeah. Open high 4 for the New York session VWAP. That makes sense. So open hour 4 for the New York session, open hour 3 for the daily. Yeah, Darren. Hey, Darren, is that you, bro? Good questions. But DC, is that you, boss? But yeah, so if you go into indicators and you type VWAP auto anchored, okay, VWAP auto anchored, there it is there. That's the one I use. It's free with TradingView, and that plots the overnight VWAP for me. Can even change open hour close 4. It's not really going to change too much, like that. And then see if you go back, doesn't really change too much on the open hour close 4. But yeah, that's the one that I use. Okay, and then the VWAP over there for the New York session is open hour close 4. So I guess I can just use the same for both. There we go. So I can actually save that. Actually save that template, indicator template, and we'll save that. Let's overwrite that. There we go. So yeah, we're still pushing higher. Yeah, 100% DC. Yeah, so so it's going to be interesting. Last week we obviously tapped. Now we're trading above last week's lows, but I was mentioning, I did make a story of this on my Instagram here today. We are at this daily 200 EMA, and this has potentially been a great bar for long-term buy and holds in terms of like your longer-term positions. Right, the last time we actually tapped into the daily 200 EMA was back here in April during the tariffs of last year, and from there we literally are up from the lows over 40%. Right, so you know, it's going to be an interesting, potentially buying opportunity from a longer term perspective. I think it could be a great buying potential from a longer term perspective. So yeah, 100%, Darren. Good to have you on, bro. In terms of like other stocks, maybe to be looking at buying, Nvidia doesn't look too bad at these lows. This is where we have bounced quite a few times and we've rallied into these highs like 8% quite often. So it could be a nice potential long opportunity with regards to that. So it will be, as I said, it will be quite an interesting week this week. We do have CPI that will definitely shake things out. Okay, CPI will definitely shake things out, and that's where I'm getting my news from. Forex Factory. Now, I do want you guys to make sure to go follow my YouTube channels, everything like that. Everything you need to know about me is all here. Prop firms I recommend, brokers I recommend. It's all is live on my stream. Okay, over there on that link there. I actually go like this as well. Perfect. Any questions in the chat? We got another 20 minutes or so here, but yeah, I do appreciate you guys being on all the time. Cool. So no trades right now, guys. I'm not really running anything at the moment. I don't want to be buying up at these levels at least. I think it's been a good day. So what's Tesla sitting at as well? We can have a look at Tesla. What's Tesla doing long term? Tesla's also at its daily 200 EMA. Look at that. And potential to the highs over 27%. So that'll be an interesting position where we're sitting at now too. We are at that daily 200 EMA for sure. Also, again, just a heads up, we did have a daily daylight savings time to shift, right? So we did have daylight savings switch as well. Let's get some music on in the background here. You can chill. Just wait and see what the last 20 minutes give us here. Got any questions in the chat, make sure to hit me up. Cool. And then go check out GoChamp, as I said, over here. FEMI backed competition, which is pretty cool for the guys. So yeah. Finish up my daily report card and we'll get into it. Cool. So a lot of stocks you see can gap down and now recovering, and that's what's happening with the indexes too. So I always think that you can have a pre-market bias, but coming into the open, you do want to keep it as simple as possible, right? You don't want to marry a bias or get caught up trying to trade a direction that isn't there. Cool. Any questions in the chat right now, guys? Straight. So hopefully we can come into tomorrow and do the same thing. 100%, Trev. It's just one day at a time, bro. You know, one day at a time, one good trading day at a time. You don't need to put all your eggs in one basket. Put one, if you had a bad trading day, put it behind you. You know? Yeah, yes, now I'm going to go for that gap. Crazy market moves, I must say. Haven't seen this in a while since, as I said, last year, April, those tariffs. Can go with gold as well. Gold's just been in a range the whole day. Very tricky conditions here. What's interestingly enough, Bitcoin hasn't really suffered too much. Bitcoin's now back almost back above 70K. Yeah, but great one, Trev. Cheers, brother. Would use a swing how to anchor VWAP. I've been using this route, which I've done. Yeah, a swing high, 100%. You can use that. A swing high low for the half day low of their VWAP breaks. Yeah, so swing high, swing low for the VWAPs. You can use that. Half day low of their breaks, basically. That's what you're referring to, right? DAX also recovering, trying to fill that gap as well. So yeah, markets after the open, I think that's where markets just yeah, they really just set in and sent it basically. And that's where you don't want to come into it with such a big bias, right? You want to come in with a pre-market bias and be married to that. Yeah. Correct. Yeah. Darren, good to have you on, bro. Oh, it's another Darren Clark. I know Darren Clark quite well. That's why I was asking him. I think this could be low of week actually. If I'm, you know, This could definitely potentially be low of week. Only one on me. This could be low of week. I mean, if we hold these levels, we could definitely see something like this where we come back in and move higher. It will be very, very interesting. As I said, just take it one day at a time. Trade what's in front of you and don't get caught in bad positions. Right? That's going to be my take on this week. You know, with this volatility, you got to manage that downside risk. I personally use max loss limits and everything like that in the back end. So go check out the GoChamp. That's where you can have some fun on their tournament-based accounts and everything like that. But I think in terms of this week, just managing risk with this volatility that is in play, right? You have to manage risk with this volatility that is in play at the moment. Now, what I would like for the rest of the week personally is if this is the low, right, we could easily see something like this where we move higher like this and back up to previous week's highs. That would be up at 6,900 basically on ES. So that's what I would like, but especially with this volatility, you have to manage risk to the downside. Have those max loss limits in play. Yeah. Cool, guys. We're going to wrap up here in the next couple of minutes, but I'm live with GoChamp all week. That you guys join me on stream. And then again, check out the links in my bio. Everything that I recommend is all there. Okay. Cool. So another good trading day on my side. Another really good trading day on my side. Again, just taking it one day at a time, taking good setups, trading in line with the trend, and not trying to overcomplicate anything. So I'm doing my daily report card here one day at a time. Trade what is in front of me, not the news, etc. Passed a FTMO phase 1 and took an FTMO payout today. So overall, a solid trading day. Can share that with my guys. And like this, we can share the dashboard too. Okay. Cool. So again, just stacking up the green days, taking it one day at a time, not overcomplicating anything. Perfect, guys. We'll leave you here. Go check out GoChamp. The link is in the chat for their competition-based accounts all of rest of the week. And then any questions or anything like that, hit me up on social media. I appreciate you guys being on. And we'll see you guys all tomorrow, same time for stream. Cheers, guys. Have a good one.